All right, good morning, seventh grade. I just wanted to take this time to go over worksheet 46 and 47 with you guys, just so you have the correct and accurate answers. I will be posting a video tonight that goes over what to expect as far as the review from the tests. So then again, you'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the regular school week, but you'll also have an extension of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and the test will be due Monday night, a week from tomorrow by midnight. So here we are. On 46, again, the worksheet gave the latitude, the longitude, distance of the ocean. So the biggest things to note from this would be that the two cities in Alaska have similar latitudes. Longitude doesn't necessarily play a huge factor. I'll go skip down to Northern California, similar latitudes, and Southern California has similar latitudes. But just to show that latitude does play a factor, but then what we're looking at is, does the distance from the ocean play a factor? So in Homer, Alaska, we have annual precipitation of 64.6 and Bethel, Alaska, 38.8. And then the temperature range difference was 17.2 degrees Celsius and 27.5 degrees Celsius as our temperature range. So if you notice in Homer, Alaska, being right by the ocean, it gets more water, lower temperature range. Further away from the ocean, lower precipitation, higher temperature range. Okay, so that's what we have for the differences of those two cities. If we go to Southern California, latitude's lower. So San Diego, California is 30.4 centimeters of precipitation, 9.1 degrees Celsius temperature difference. El Centro has 7.5 centimeters of precipitation, 20.3 degrees Celsius temperature range. So again, like Alaska, we have a larger annual precipitation by the ocean, but a lower temperature range. If you're further away from the ocean, we have a lower precipitation and a higher temperature range. So very similar to what we're seeing as we compare temperature ranges from the West Coast and the Great Plains cities. Northern California, right by the ocean, San Francisco, California, has 56.5 centimeters of precipitation and a 6.4 degree temperature range. Annual precipitation for Modesto, California is 33.3 centimeters of precipitation with a 17.5 degree temperature difference. So again, very similar. If you are right by the ocean, we see a higher annual precipitation, but a lower temperature range. If you're further away from the ocean, lower annual precipitation and a higher temperature range. All right. So now as we go to 47 and we look at the questions, let me zoom in here a little bit. All right, so number one, how does the distance from the ocean seem to affect the temperature range of the cities? And basically, as we saw, if you're farther from the ocean, you have a wider temperature range. Number two, what conclusion can you draw about the relationship from the distance from the ocean and the temperature range? Well, the closer to the ocean the city is, the less temperature variation. The further away from the ocean you get, the higher the temperature range will be. So looking at that relationship as a two-way street, you can say it two different ways. And again, latitude and elevation were very similar between the two cities. Number three, what did you notice about the annual precipitation for the cities close to the ocean compared to those with similar latitude and elevation further inland? As you got closer to the ocean, precipitation was higher near the cities. Or if you're looking at cities farther away from the ocean, the precipitation was lower. So what conclusion can you draw about the relationship? The closer to the ocean the city is, the more annual precipitation you will find. The further away from the ocean the city is, the less precipitation you will find. So number 5 was to ask you to draw conclusions about the relationships that you identified in 2 and 4. And again, that's looking at the difference between land and water. As you move further inland, the city is more on land, so it's going to heat up and cool down quicker, which is why you're going to have that temperature variation. As you're closer to the ocean, you're closer to a large body of water, which we know the ocean rises slow in temperature and decreases slow in temperature. So cities surrounded by land will have more temperature variation, and cities near the water will have less temperature variation. So again, being closer to the ocean as far as precipitation goes, you're going to find more precipitation because you're by that large body of water. So they will also have more precipitation because the atmosphere has picked up moisture from the ocean. As air moves across the land, it begins to release the more moisture as precipitation. So the further inland you go, the less precipitation you're going to see. So hopefully that helps you answer those questions. And again, I will post another video when we start doing the review for the test, which you'll probably see sometime tonight. All right, hope this helps, and I will talk to you guys later.